There it is. I was wondering what happened to the bot. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special, well, all of these have been special. I love doing these one-shots. They're very fun, very nice. Episode of the Frostwalkers. Here with us today from our main cast, we have Livy as Sari and Shay as Rowan. And with us today, we have two friends who have totally new characters. And before we begin, let's let them introduce themselves and their characters and all that good stuff.
My name is Kat, and am I supposed to introduce my character as well by name?
Yes.
Okay. My
Tell us a little bit about them.
Is Valerian Whitewood, and yeah, so that's who I'm playing.
A little more.
Do I explain more than that, or is it just the name?
No, you can explain a bit about them.
Okay. And Valerian is a tiefling wizard, who is very smart and also very tired of it. And I think that's all you guys need to know for now. He's also blue. That's also important.
Blue tiefling wizard is the best kind of tiefling wizard, in my humble opinion.
That's fair and valid. All right, Ash, who are you bringing today?
Hello. So, I have my boy. His name is Theo or Theodore. And he is an ASMR wizard. So, like the polar opposite of Kat's character. And
I love it.
He's small and excited and just wants to do a good job.
Oh, I love him already.
Okay. So, Theodore and Valerian will be with us during this episode. And we will open on a little scene I have kind of written out. Nighttime in Timshul is a fairly peaceful affair. As the sun goes down, the people tend to head to the taverns for their dinner and head back to their homes for sleep. Most people in Timshul have a relatively peaceful night's sleep, except for nights where there are drow invasions or doppelganger in breaks, or, well, okay, honestly, we don't have that many peaceful nights that we record, but like you can assume there's a lot in between, okay? But no, most nights in Timshul, a couple of times the people of Timshul get a peaceful night's sleep, okay?
Only a few times. I mean, they get it more than they don't get it, right?
Yeah. So, the only exception to this rule would usually go to the elves, who do not need to sleep. They only require a trance for a few hours. However, our totally a gnome, Sari, has taught themselves to sleep. If I remember right.
Yeah. She lays there for a really long time until she figures out how to fall asleep.
Yeah. The only other elf that we'll focus on tonight, though, is Calum. For even though he's in a trance-like state, his exhaustion from a hard day's work has led him from his trance-like state to drift off into dreamland. The scene opens on Calum waking up in a cold sweat.
Oh no.
He has had a very bad nightmare, and usually on nights like these, he would be comforted perhaps by an alien, perhaps by Rose, whoever was in the castle. Sometimes Jay has tried, and it's been real awkward.
Is he the doppelganger that we adopted and no one ever remembered him?
Oh yeah, he's
remember Jay. He's the best character.
He's a stoner.
Yeah, but we never did anything with Jay. We didn't say, hey, here's a job.
He currently works for Angel right now. He works for
true,
Angel currently. After the Angel's episode, he works with Angel.
Oh, cool.
Sort of. Yeah, sometimes Jay tries, but it's awkward. Sometimes Zagreus was the only one awake when that happened. That one was real awkward. But no, tonight, most of the others are asleep. An alien was there to give him some comfort. But as he tries to go back into his trance, he can't help but feel a very nagging sensation. That's a very bad roll. He, as he tries to sleep, sees nothing but the familiar jaws of an old enemy. The scene cuts to the morning. Sari and Rowan, you have been summoned to the castle, like many days before. However, as of late, official summons of this nature are not that common. Usually you just kind of find Calum and hang out like friends.
Hmm.
You know, like friends do.
Yeah, like friends.
But like this official summons is so reminiscent of your old adventures when you just were kind of thrown along by whatever he had you do for that week. It's not a subtle call out post. That when you guys enter the castle, Calum is still in his signature owlbear PJs,
Aw.
and he looks like he has not had a good night's sleep. What do you
Aw.
do?
So, did you sleep at all yesterday, or?
I got looks at an invisible watch. 15 minutes.
Oh no.
Wait, never mind. You're an elf. You trance, don't you?
Yeah, I tranced for like 15 minutes. You didn't see it, but he looked down at his watch again.
Is that I don't mean to be rude, but is that the reason why you called us here? You had a bad sleep?
I've had bad sleeps before, Rowan. I've had bad dreams before. I've had a lot of bad. Every night is a waking nightmare, Rowan. No.
Do you need a hug?
I was joking, Rowan. But I've had my fair share of nightmares in my time. But this one was different. I like actually felt something this time, and not just in like the sleep paralysis, my feet feel weird and I feel like I'm falling kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
In like the wizard in me is crying kind of way.
It's called lucid dreaming. It happens sometimes. No. I think that Rowan probably might actually go on to explain that to him a little bit, like what a lucid dream is, kind of thinking like maybe it's that.
I know what that is, Rowan. Look, I brought you two here because I invited some specialists, and I wanted some familiar folks around because they are basically going to be poking and prodding at my subconscious.
Okay, that sounds safe.
It's
What's your
theoretical,
subconscious?
but it's like what you think about when you're not thinking.
Oh, so it's like the voice in my head?
No, a little bit different. It's more like it's like dream analyzation and subconscious feelings, and you get to the deeper part of yourself through analyzing what your dreams tell a lot about yourself, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
You just see Jay using like a like some sort of magic item that creates firebolts on like a rolled up piece of thing just to like give the illusion of like lighting up a smoke. Just being like, you know, that weird tacky shit.
I thought he was gonna be like, "Whoa, that's deep, man," as I like stutter to explain what Rowan's trying to say.
Anelian just looks over to you guys and just explains, well, what Calum is talking about, I feel like his voice changes every time.
And it does.
I don't have a consistent voice for Anelian yet. It'll happen.
It's okay. It's okay. Just continue.
The old man.
He's just old man, yeah. No, Anelian would explain that the city kingdom of Xylem, completely independent from most other nations, due to both governmental system and also because it is literally in the sky, has a group of mages who study a very theoretical school of magic dubbed hypnomancy, which is the arcane magic of the subconscious. It's like not mystics enough to be mystics, but like it's that perfect, beautiful middle ground. Because mystic is a hard class to learn in a week, folks. Anyway,
Rowan's like so interested by this. Like, as someone who's interested in psychology, this is probably like the most interesting thing she's heard in a long time. Like, she is super excited about this mission now.
And Elian would explain that 2 hypnomancers from Xylem are coming to the town, and more specifically to check up on Calum, basically. And Calum has invited you to be around and just kind of see what happens.
As moral support.
Moral support, but maybe for Rowan it's more of like a tech demo.
It's both. She's here for both.
Yes, Rowan's here for it.
She was here for it first, but then she also came because, ooh, cool stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Came to befriend, stayed for cool stuff.
Fair enough. Yeah. Our scene will cut a little bit, and we will to the front of the castle, and we see 2 figures, a blue tiefling and an Aasimar, meandering up to the gates of the castle in the center of town. You have passed through the warm and sort of businessy area where there are taverns and a blacksmith shop of a particular robot. A small house with the words detective agency written on them with a very loud drow lady. Just the typical sights and sounds. And you've made it to the center of town. And right there in the center is the castle. And you have been let in by an alien. And so please describe your little bit of what you guys are talking about on the way in, what you look like, and just like how you walk into this building as Rowan and Sari kind of turn around and see your entrance.
Okay. So Valerian, he is very visibly alert and a little bit nervous. He keeps kind of pushing up his glasses, kind of a reflex to keep him focused on the task at hand. He has sort of longer hair with sides that are shaved, and his horns are adorned with jewelry, because why would you make a tiefling and not put jewelry? What kind of person are you if you don't?
That's
it. And he's
That's
kind of
awesome.
he's
Good
keeping
models.
close to Theo. He's trying to explain, like, no, I know that you are new. I know you are new here. Please do not say anything stupid. Just like let me do all the talking and everything will be fine. You're making me very nervous with your enthusiasm.
Something stupid. I would never say something stupid. I am a professional already. So
Are
I
you sure?
already like these 2.
Are you positive? Because we have been here for like 10 minutes, and you have literally said hi to every single person that we've seen on the street.
Welcome
One
to the
of them
Frostwalkers.
Okay, so Theo is generally a lot shorter than Valerian is, and he's got blonde curly hair that kind of just is a poof, and it and his eyes are like strikingly like yellow, like gold.
I was about to say, oh no, we have another Mikhail. Little cute, excitable blonde SMR boy.
And he's definitely like pretending like he knows exactly what he's doing, but like he's still
valid.
behind Valerian, like he's letting him lead, but he's still trying to make sure that he is recognizable up front.
That's fair. Okay. Rowan and Sari, you see who we know, the audience, as Valerian and Theodore walk in. You don't know them. What do you do?
Hello. Who are you? What are
Hi.
you doing here?
Good,
How did
we're
you
the
get in?
necromancers. We do dream magic.
You're the dream people.
Dream magic.
Theodore, I told you to let me handle
You do
this.
dream work.
God damn it.
We're
I don't
moving
care.
on.
Guys, that's terrible. Awful.
No, DreamWorks is a good animation company. They made How to
It's
Train
a
Your
very-
Dragon.
It was a terrible pun, though.
Yeah. Anyways, continue.
Would I be Livy or sorry if I didn't make a terrible pun?
You're correct.
Anyway, I'm very sorry. I am Valerian. This is my partner, Theo. Theodore, whichever you would like to call him. I like to call Theodore because I can.
Actually, I prefer Theo. But I mean,
Theodore
it's
it is. Okay.
yep. That.
What about just Fee?
No, I'm not actually a fan of that. Surprisingly,
What about this door? I could just call you Door.
not.
I mean,
No,
It is because you are thick as a wooden door.
Rowan like kind of like side mouths Caleb and is just like, these are the people that you trust to handle your subconscious.
Right. Anyway, I apologize for my rudeness. Prince Caleb, how are you feeling?
Hi. That's a good question.
look.
Bursting with confidence.
Mm,
That
Do
was
I
a
believe
15.
him?
That was a 15 deception.
Can I
Like a
see?
liar.
Can I
You
roll an
can.
insight check?
You absolutely can.
Well, guess what? This boy has proficiency in insight, so. Oops.
What?
Oopsie-daisy. Oh, baby. Oh, that's pretty dang good. That's 16 plus let me find insight plus 4, so that's a unnatural 20.
The prince lives in a constant state of existential dread.
The poor boy.
I think Valerian just nods knowingly and says, "Yes, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
Yes." Anyhow,
You look great. Oh.
Thank you.
Huh?
what?
No,
Anyway, Theodore, calm yourself.
it's so calm. I'm so collected.
This is a prince. You cannot flirt with the prince.
I'm not. That wasn't my intention.
Okay. Anyway, this is very serious business. I'm so sorry. So we are the hypnomancers. We hail from Xylem under the graceful rule of Oleta, and we're basically here to I guess destroy your
His
best
mind?
That's not. I don't. We're
You're
here
going to
to
destroy
help.
his mind.
No, not that.
Oh. You
Mm-mm.
seem
Hopefully not that.
Gonna destroy the thing that is destroying his mind.
That doesn't sound suspicious.
Well, okay. Let me explain. Okay, so there is something, and it is called the dream plane. There's the planes of existence, and one of which is the dream plane. And on this plane, there are a group of monsters called the Malsum, and they basically usually they would stay in the dream plane like good little monsters. But in some cases, like the case of Caleb's very powerful mind, they break out. So basically, one's on the loose, and we're here to sort of relieve Caleb of the burden of this terrifying monster. If that is worded correctly, I would say so. I think I did a good job.
Oh,
I think the god of this universe thinks you did a good job as well.
Thank you.
I always just assumed that like people just have bad dreams. I didn't know that there always had to be some kind of monster that caused it.
Well,
No, it's not.
Well, Rowan, don't you know that everything is monsters with us?
Most things, yeah.
Everything is something you have to fight.
That is true. Everything is something you have to fight. Well, or get along with.
Mostly fight.
you guys okay?
Why can't we be friends? No, sorry.
What were you saying, Theodore?
I'm just gonna say that they don't have to fight us because we're good guys.
What are you
Yet.
going on about?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Rowan, I would like you to make a history check.
Okay. I swear to God, every single interaction we've ever had with a new person has been the most awkward thing ever.
don't worry,
Yeah,
we're
that's
Mormons.
just how it goes.
It's how it is in real life.
That's a 1.
Ooh.
Spooky
No.
fairy skeleton.
What do I know? Absolutely nothing.
We cut to Rowan's mind through like a little like thought bubble, and you see a carton of milk, and oh no, the milk has spilled over.
I
Is
don't
that
know
it?
shit. That's it.
That-
I don't know
That's all you
anything.
got. You are in awe of these people's words, because these are words you don't understand, because you know nothing about them.
Cool.
You know nothing of the world.
The dice is so cruel sometimes.
It's true.
Dream plane, the fuck?
But I wouldn't say that the Malsum they are not the nightmares themselves. They are sort of gateways. They can be gateways for the Malsum to breach. I'd say breach from their own plane and come to another. And
They just capitalize on nightmares. They're not
Yeah.
creators of them.
correct.
Interesting.
Of course, it's correct because you wrote it.
So Calum just explains. So, if it's one of these creatures, what would we have to do to stop it?
Well, for one thing, you'll need to be asleep.
Tried it.
And we'll have to actually enter the dream plane to defeat this to at least capture it. Not exactly sure if we'll need to bang on it, but we'll definitely
Bang,
have
bang?
to. Don't worry about it. Basically, you guys need to sleep, and then
Night.
that's how you get into the dream plane.
That also sounds like
Surprising,
how
I know.
you could rob us blind.
I could, but I've
Well,
been
we're
on this job for years.
professionals. I have a name tag.
I do have a name tag.
That is very professional. You're right. I'm sorry I doubted you.
You didn't notice earlier.
No thief could have a name tag
Rachel,
that they stole.
it's got my name on it.
Okay, the
Oh,
only one who could
of course
insult
it
my
can.
my partner is me. So there you go. I can steal from you, but I won't.
Okay.
That's reassuring.
That's fair.
I mean, you guys are. I don't know. I don't really know much about you, but you
I
probably
mean, Caleb
could
has
punch
an
me.
accent.
I'm not very strong. But I can still
Yeah.
steal your stuff. I just won't, because you're not worth my time.
Oh, wow.
Don't worry. We're fine. We're very professional. We do things. So we will not be stealing any of your stuff. Don't worry.
I don't trust these people at all.
I fucking love them.
Anyway, like I said before, this is serious business. I would not do a thing of thief. I would not thief you. Why would I do that?
You would not.
I would not thief you.
It's bad.
Listen, my days of thieving are over. I've been doing this for years, okay? I'm the experienced one here. You've only been on the job for like a month, Theo.
They don't even know that. Valeria.
Caleb, Caleb, this is a horrible idea. I don't trust these people with my subconscious at all, nor should you.
Caleb, this is a bad idea.
It
And the episode is over. Because we all say no.
Okay.
Just
Let's go home. Thank you guys. It's been fun.
No.
No.
Okay. So for real though, I think there's really no way to properly do this in justice. There's no way to transition from one thing to another.
Especially when the two things are this.
Let's go into the bed chambers.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't like that.
I'm too sleepy.
Oh my god, he's gonna kill us.
Go
Caleb-
night for us to do.
Caleb
Magic.
just turns to Zagreus and just goes, "Stay in the room with them. Just stay in the room with them."
You
Yeah,
really
that's fair.
Oh, for your information, Zagreus is like a huge beefy teeth boy. So
Theo was intimidated.
he's intimidated. I mean intimidating.
Right.
So
Exciting.
Caleb just turns to Sari and Rowan and just goes, "I guess we have to go to bed. This is gonna be weird. I'm an elf. I trance."
I cannot sleep without pajamas.
Oh my god. That's very cute.
Well, I mean, We can just
Pretend it's like a nap.
we have magic. That's something that we have. We can make you. God, this sounds all right. This sounds really weird. I have this with no ill will. We can put you to sleep with our magic.
Yeah,
You mean put me to sleep permanently where I never wake up?
No.
no.
It's
It wears
temporary.
off for like a minute or something.
That's not how this works.
I don't know.
Hold on. I'm pulling up. You
Caleb,
fools.
I'm so scared.
You fools have made me pull out the player's handbook for the sleep spell now.
I'm pretty sure duration is only a minute.
Is it actually just a minute?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Hold on, we have to look this up.
Just a second.
Hold on, we have to use
This is my favorite
Valerian-
part of D&D.
Valerian
Casting
takes out a
times in
notebook
action.
and just starts.
Yeah, the
flipping.
duration is a minute.
Holy
Listen,
crap.
I
I'm sorry. I
The
doubted
duration
you.
is indeed
No,
a
I'm
minute on the
sorry.
sleep spell. However, I believe there is a spell also that could do this.
called the sleep of death. It's where you
No,
No,
I was referring to the spell catnap.
Oh, how cute.
that's adorable.
That is adorable.
Catnap is a third level enchantment that has a 10-minute duration. You make a calming gesture and up to 3 willing creatures of your choice fall unconscious.
I think we're the opposite
Oh.
of calming at this point.
It's true. Rowan is incredibly concerned.
Okay, so yeah, I guess that'd be how you do it. Just a powerful catnap.
Like, Rowan knows nothing about dream magic, and I think right now she would trust herself more than these people to help Caleb.
We're trained.
Would we have to mark off a third level spell slot for this?
It's set up for the episode. I'm not gonna take a spell slot from you for this.
Thank God. Okay.
Good. Okay.
This is a plot necessary spell. Ergo,
All right. I am just very nervous. This is why I am
Nervous.
cut.
You're supposed to be the one who's good at this.
I am good at this. Doesn't mean I can't be a coward. Idiot.
Caleb.
This is,
I need to put that in the chat.
While they're bickering, we make our escape.
hold it. I think
Don't
laying
let
down
that
would make
be
this
an
a lot
idiot.
more comfortable.
Oh my god. We don't want you to fall and hit your head. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Okay. Maybe to assuage some fear, before we do this, please explain what we're doing and what's going to happen when we get this dream play.
Oh, actually, wait, I have an idea.
You haven't. Okay.
It might make all of this way better for all
Okay.
of us. Rowan's going to try to cast calm emotions so that everyone chills out and they can
If you-
actually do their jobs.
If you're willing, it is a willing thing. So if anyone is willing to be calmed emotionally,
Valerian is not willing.
I'm never calm.
Caleb will take
Really?
it.
Really?
Actually,
Oh.
Yeah, I guess. Theo's an anxious mess. He'll take it.
Actually, you know
Theo,
what?
you calm down. Caleb calms down.
I'll take
Sorry,
it.
and-
I'll take it.
Okay.
Sorry, calms down.
He's just.
Okay.
He's
All
just-
four. Everyone in the room just takes a fucking chill pill.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, isn't that way better?
I
Yeah.
have no idea.
So now that you're not so anxious anymore, please proceed with your job.
Okay, now I don't feel okay. Anyway, the deal is here. We're going to have to go the dream plane, and obviously you need to sleep to do that. And after we enter the dream plane, we will I guess we'll have to go through everyone else. Nightmares. Yes, nightmares. So think of your worst fear. That's what we're going to be going through. And
Oh no.
yeah, I've
Crap.
done this many times. I've seen
I'd be terrified if I hadn't just cast a spell on myself.
I'd be terrified if I didn't just think of a bunch of giant crabs tickling my feet while I was trying to sleep.
What
Hmm.
the
Oh.
fuck?
I have never heard that one before.
Yeah,
been on this
that'll be a
job
new
for
one.
probably a decade. I've never heard So good job. I'm gonna write that down. He writes it down in his notebook and a list of weird dreams.
Sorry is an interesting person.
He can tell.
So, as everyone kind of settles in, sorry, pick a number between 1 and 4.
7.
Oh,
Sorry, 3.
You're going to kiss 5, girl. I'm just kidding.
A number between 1 and 4. You said 3?
3.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, you're first. So the catnap spell is cast. Caleb, Sari, and Rowan have a very nice clues, and Valerian and Theo use their innate magic and kind of just pop into your subconscious, Sari.
Ooh,
And so,
so empty.
Sorry. Please tell me a little bit about what your current dream looks like.
If it's
I'm
a
excited.
dream,
It's a good dream right now.
if it's a good dream right now, then she's kind of thinking about there's Mr. Unicorn, and then there's Cooper goes flying by, and now Cooper is riding Mr. Unicorn. They're galloping off into the sunset. Her gnome family's having a picnic with Abix and the baby and Altreon, and the Abix's baby is born, and it is a girl, and it strangely resembles Sari. Like a dream. And it's just, a lot of happy things going on, a lot of strange, happy things going on.
Rowan and Caleb are inexplicably popped into your mind as well. So the 4 other people see this besides Sari. What is Sari's reaction to this dream? How does Sari feel?
Everything's normal. This looks good. I'm hungry. You guys want any sandwiches?
S?
So
Hi.
are we like actually in her dream right now?
It's like sleeps Rowan and sleep Caleb, but for the sake of like D&D, yes, it is you. It is your character.
Okay.
It's just you are asleep. You're just somehow in Sari's dream too because of their magic.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So I have a follow-up question to that. So she's not dreaming about them.
No, they are
It doesn't
independent
say
of Sari's dream, but they are
So
like
if
they are
Rowan and
fellow
Caleb
watchers.
are present in the dream. Caleb is cartwheeling because he's part of her family now. He's cartwheeling next to the picnic, and Rowan is trying to catch Mr. Unicorn and Cooper with a fishing rod.
So third person watchers of the dream, Caleb and Sari see dream Caleb doing this and dream Rowan doing.
See, the like animator in me is taking over, and I want to imagine that like Sari's dream world has like, if the Frostwalkers were to be a cartoon, I imagine that Sari's dream world has like a way like cartoonier, more like little kid-esque like art style kind of. Like
it's really
this is
cutesy.
Yeah, like this is the inside of Sari's mind, and I'm just imagining this like really like cartoony, like little kid-esque art style, and it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Over
think
in the
that
corners is Mr. Floofers. He's on a stage. He's singing opera.
Oh my god! So I think that like actual Rowan and Caleb look around and are just like, what the heck?
What do our friendly neighborhood dreamkeepers think of it?
This one is a strange mind.
Thank you.
Random. And he likes it.
Chaotic. Too chaotic for my taste. But it's normal. He's just
So-
kind of...
Too bad.
So how do we get this nightmare creature to show up? Do we like say something? Do we like what do we do to turn what do we have to do to get the thing to show up? Roll a Arcana check.
Both of us or just Cat?
Both. Both is good.
Both.
2 plus 6. What is that? 19?
I got, that is 17.
You both would know, just from your prior knowledge, that if one person in like this spell, because I imagine the way you casted it is like everyone's dreams are connected right now in sort of a loop. And so
Like
if one person in the spell had like interaction with the Malsum, eventually it would creep on over, but you would have to like this wouldn't go like a spell slot spell. You just like use your innate magic to basically like lower the barriers and let it enter, basically. But it's kind of sucks because you have to watch the good dream get corrupted every time. But
Yeah, that's fucked.
But yeah, you'd have to basically let down this sort of magical barrier keeping it out.
All right. This might not be the most pleasurable experience. Theodore will help me out. We're going to open the gates, I guess you could say, and the Malsum will make his way through, and this dream is gonna get not as dreamy. So I suggest you prepare yourself. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, totally. It's gonna be good.
I think I take like a battle stance. Like I'm ready to fight this thing.
Sari keeps waving at everyone like, "Hi, hello," and then she's like, "Oh, we have to fight stuff now." And she whistles and summons Mr. Unicorn and jumps on his back. I'm ready to fight stuff.
Sorry, make an intelligence check.
Uh-oh. That's a 13.
Okay. All right, sure, I'll let this go. Sorry, your innate hope that Mr. Unicorn will be your valiant steed into battle will keep the Mr. Unicorn in your dreams uncorrupted by the Malsum. For the duration of this fight, you will have a unicorn.
Woohoo! Cool.
So, as that happens, however, there is a black ooze-like substance that just seems to crawl at the wall of this situation, even though they seemingly at some point didn't exist, going off into the endless sky. The sky now seems to almost like a painting being just dribbled on by this dark ooze, and as it sinks lower and lower, sorry, you watch your picnic with your family just slowly morph. For a brief moment, they all turn to you, seemingly disapprovingly, as you sit on Mr. Unicorn, and then just congeal into the same black ooze that everything else has been, and yeah. It is just, your dream is slowly becoming a nightmare. The figments of your imagination, looking almost disappointed that you're not trying to help them.
I do too. She
They-
turned to Rowan and the rest of them. Can't we help them?
I turn to the other two.
The other two.
That's
I'm not the best at remembering names. It was Theo and what was Valerian. Okay, I'm just gonna call him V because that's easier for me to remember. So yeah, Rowan turns to Theo and V, and kind of pleadingly, and is like, "Yeah, I mean, you're the professionals here. What do we do? Can we? Are we supposed to fight now, or just let it take over?"
Don't, out of character. Is there anything you can do?
It will eventually congeal into something you can make tangible enough to fight in a lucid dream-esque way, but Sari kind of has to face the reality that these figments of her imagination are not her real family right now. Like, as much as they seem to be disapproving, it's not really Abix, it's not really Altrian, you know?
Okay. Well, I don't. Just keep in mind, they're not real. They're just dreams. They're just figments of your subconscious. You'll just have to face your fear, if you will, until we can kind of fight it out of it.
yeah, it'll become tangible at some point, and then we can do all the stabby stuff. So I have to roll with it right now.
So, as you do this, the black ooze of the creature slowly amasses everything in Sari's dream save Mr. Unicorn, and becomes just one big tethering mass. Black mass of eyes now, and tether-like appendages coming from no sensible direction, all of them just roaring. Now their disapproving glares turning into blind animal rage. Sari's friends and family become a gibbering mouth.
I have another out of character question. If we get hurt in Dream World, do our physical forms take damage?
No,
If you
don't
die in the dream, do you die in real life?
No, you do not die in real. You just wake up.
Okay.
So yeah, this tangible gibbering mouther is there, and sorry, you are sitting there on Mr. Unicorn. You do.
You know, it's got too many mouths, too many eyes.
Like a single broken tiefling horn for a split second comes out of the gel and just oozes back in.
Remember, this is not real. I know it's difficult to look at, but
Then why does it look real?
because the dreams are fucked
It's a
up.
dream.
Caleb just
Why couldn't it have been a crab guy? Why couldn't it have been a guy with... Why couldn't Abix have turned into a guy who has crab hands? Like, you know, in my normal nightmares.
that's your normal nightmares?
Yeah.
Yeah, my normal nightmares. Sometimes Abix chases me around, but her hands are made out of crab claws, and she pinches my toes. And then I wake up, and something is pinching my toes, and I've never been able to find out what it was.
And just like blinks. Okay.
Well then, I mean, I was gonna give a like an uplifting little spiel about like we can face this together because we're friends, but now I'm just kind of like, huh.
That is too weird for me to even elaborate upon. We just gotta fight this thing. Like, it's not that hard. I've seen
It's not that hard, she says. That they say as they look at the giant thing that's too many mouths, too many eyes.
I'm trying to be reassuring here.
It can't really hurt you, so...
Sometimes
That's-
dreams can feel very real, but you just have to remind yourself that they're not.
And you'll wake up.
It's our
soon.
job. You'll wake up eventually.
We just gotta get this thing out. It'll be fine. We just gotta fight it. Dabby.
I don't trust
That's
You don't
sorry.
think you don't trust us or it.
anything.
sorry. I like take hold of her shoulders. This is
How?
something.
How? She's on a unicorn. You
Oh, you're right. I don't. I just kind of look up at Sorry, Mr. Unicorn.
Sorry.
No.
You know that normally I would tell you to, sit down and think about it before you act. But this is one of those situations where you don't think about it. Just stab.
Mm-hmm.
Words.
Don't let it win. If you're scared of it, you're letting it win.
We're
I
all
think-
right behind you. THX.
It's probably not going to stand there forever. So, stab?
Yeah.
Okay, we can punch it, but I ain't punching it first. I'm not
Alright,
getting my
everybody.
hands near that
Sounds
thing.
like a plan.
Roll initiative.
Please roll low.
The monster.
Oh
got a
shoot!
7.
I got a nat 20. That's
I got
cool.
a 6.
Got a 1 and then a nat 20.
6.
Roll some stuff in between. though.
10. Crud.
So okay, Theo, what did you get?
16.
16. Val, what did you get? Valerian.
13.
Sorry.
10.
Okay. Caleb got a 4. Caleb is a good slow boy. And the gibbering mouther got a 7. So top of the round is Rowan.
Cool.
Yeah, I might just go for it. This thing is like a creepy darkness thing. So I'm gonna do the opposite of that, and I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
Okay, so the thing has to make a Constitution saving throw, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
That is a 11.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming an 11 is not as high as a 6th level druid spellcasting modifier.
No, it's not.
That's fair. So it's going to be full damage. Are you casting this at 2nd or 3rd level?
I think just second.
Okay. So roll damage, and this is radiant, if I remember correctly. So,
Yes, and is that 2d10?
Yes. That's correct.
Okay, cool.
Look at us go. Rowan knew how to do the spell real fast.
I've done it so many times. I finally know how many damage it is.
Character development.
Okay, that is a
Character
10.
development in the player.
Poof.
that's-
Okay.
Oh, that's terrifying. First one's a 10, and the second
See
one's
why
a
Sorry
4.
doesn't-
So that's 14 points of damage.
14 in total. Okay. Oofa doofa. That is a lot of damage for a first strike.
Haha.
Kill
Let me
it.
do
Kill
some
it.
math.
Kill it with fire. Kill it so Sorry doesn't have to punch it.
Okay.
That
Next
thing's
in the
really
order.
scary, by the way. Oh.
Next in the order is Theo.
Yeah. So,
What you gonna do?
Theo
gonna do?
would probably just cast Ray of Frost. Get out
Okay.
of
Roll a spell attack bonus.
Yeah.
Roll a spell attack. Just
Okay.
D20 and add to your spell casting.
That's 16.
Oh yeah, God yeah.
Hey.
You are level 6, so you'll be able to roll 2d8s for Ray of Frost.
Right.
That's right, because by level 5 your cantrips get better. Ooh.
So that's 6 damage.
Okay, it's not that bad. Okay, Oof. You guys, you guys are doing work. Next up is Valerin.
Valerian will cast Burning.
Okay, is that a dexterity save?
Yes. Of 15.
This thing has a -1 to dex, so.
Weeks.
And I rolled a 16, so that's a 15.
Does it still makes?
Yeah, so we only take half damage.
All right. Sweet.
Unfortunate. Okay. Oofa doofa. You guys are just not letting this thing stand.
4s. That's 12. So okay, wait. What's max? 12.
Because 12 is half.
I was
6
right
half
the first
12.
time.
There you go.
Yeah, you were right.
What's
6.
math is a mood.
Okay, this thing is not looking good. Next in the order is unfortunately Sorry.
No. She says that out loud.
You have no need to be scared. It can't hurt
I'm
you.
not.
It just looks kind of scary. So don't worry.
That's a 12.
Yes, and per your special little ring Stormcaller, you get another back. I don't remember what charge you're at. You're probably at enough to do that lightning bolt, yeah?
Cool.
I have to dig that out of my notes on my computer. Hang on. I'm gonna search for Mr. Floofert because I know I kept his HP in there. Thank you. I'm at 6.
Okay.
So that's
Let me.
range 7.
I had to. Yes, I actually wrote down what your items on my notes again. So I totally didn't forget. Stormcaller is a +1 to bonus to unarmed strikes. So keep that in
Gain
mind.
1
It's
charge.
yeah,
Gains 1 charge every time you hit with an attack. Max 10 charges.
with 8, you can cast lightning bolt. So you would need 1 more.
Yep.
So yeah, So 14 does still hit. So roll your damage
Alright, so unarmed strike.
and add 1 to it because of your weapon.
Oh boy. That's 9.
9 points of damage.
And I'm gonna bonus action Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Punch it.
So I'm gonna roll for both of those. That's another 14
That hits.
and 16.
Both of those hit, and you are now up to 9 charges.
Nice. On that last one, I'm going to use the lightning bolt thing.
That's absolutely fine. Give me just 1. So roll your first hit.
That is a 7.
Okay. 7 points of damage.
And you want me to roll the second one?
The second one's going to be lightning bolt. So let me check out what that spell does real quick before you do. Okay. This thing is like calling it bloodied would be an understatement at how much damage you guys have done in this single round of combat.
Yeah.
You guys are doing great. I'm very proud of you. Lightning bolt.
Dad?
Yeah. Lightning bolt. Stroke
It's
of
weird of
lightning
you to say.
A stroke of lightning forming a line 100 foot long by 5 feet wide blasts. So it's going to need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fail.
That's a nat 1.
I told him to fail, and so it did. I have
So
power.
that's going to be it's going to be right 8d6 lightning damage.
8.
Damn. Okay.
8d6
Hang
lightning
on. I
damage.
gotta go
Lightning
fetch
bolt's a
all
good
my-
spell.
Wait, 8d6. My god, that's a
Mhm.
lot.
I gave that to you back in episode 3.
What were you thinking? She's too powerful.
Oh, it's going to get better.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 d8. 8 d6s, yeah?
That's correct. That is just the truth.
Alright, I'm gonna roll all of these at once, so I'm just gonna humbly apologize for the really annoying noise it's gonna make. Okay, how to do math.
The truest nightmare of
Does anyone who plays D&D actually?
No.
No.
I'm sure
okay,
somebody does.
I legitimately do subtraction on my notes,
Okay,
which is health.
okay, so they all rolled the same numbers. Like there's 3 6s, 2 5s, and 3 2s. So I should be able to do this with math, right? I can't.
So it was 3 6s.
So wait, hang on. That's 10. 10.
3 6s is 18.
You've lost my math. 6 and 2 2s is 10. 2 5s is 10. 6 6 12 14 24 34.
How do you want to do
Uh
it? It had 25 health.
she
nice.
punches it one time because it's gross, and she's like kind of holding back on the first punch, and then she does flurry of blows, punch again, and then she lightning charges it and explodes.
Okay. So as it does explode, it's like this black ooze twists and manifests into this black, long, just ooze-like creature with spindly tendrils coming back and forming up what would be one big eye, but it doesn't open, and it just looks at everything. Well, it doesn't open, but you could sense that it still can, just as this ooze is coating over it, and it just lets out a fearful shriek, and you just see it kind of curl up and just vanish. And Sari's dream. I was saying that your dream's back to normal.
Woohoo! Picnic with the fam.
And as you're looking at your ring, Sari, for a split second, your ring is covered by this starry night-looking, beautiful coloring, and it starts changing shape. And Sari, your ring is now tied to your dreams. Please describe what you want Stormcaller to look like. And if you have a better name than Stormcaller, now be fun.
Can it do anything different now?
Yes, it can. This new ring, it can still be Stormcaller if you like the name, if you want. And I'll send you the written version of this at the end of the game. It now has a +3 to unarmed strikes, because I'm a horrible person and want my own characters to just wipe out anything I can come up with.
You know my unarmed strike was already +7, right?
Its max charges have gone from 10 to 20. With 8 charges, you can cast Lightning Bolt. But now with 14, you can cast the spell Bigby's Hand. And you can dump 3 key points instead of your typical 1 for Flurry of Blows to do Flurry of Blows with Bigby's Hand.
Ooh.
And for those uninitiated in the weird spells that make up D&D's hallowed halls, Bigby's Hand is a pretty neat spell. It's typically limited to, I believe, like wizards and others. It's concentration up to a minute. You create a large hand of shimmering translucent force. The hand is an object that has an AC of 20 and hit points equal to your max. If it drops to 0, the spell ends. It has a strength of 26 and a dexterity of 10. The hand doesn't fill its space. The hand can use the clenched fist option to make a strike. This is how you would Flurry of Blows with it. It would be a melee spell attack using your statistics. On a hit, the target would do 4d8. So your Flurry of Blows would be 4d8 if you dump 3 key points after creating a Bigby's Hand.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call that Thunder Punch now.
I fucking love it.
That's amazing. I love that.
Okay, I'm making a note of that. Stormcaller is now Thunder Punch. That's just
Thunder
the truth.
Punch.
Thunder Punch. That's just the truth now. I will send you
That's
Thunder
awesome.
Punches I will send you Thunder Punch's stuff momentarily. As this happens, sorry, you blink, and the dream that you are in comes to a happy conclusion as we now enter the dream of Rowan. Rowan, my dear friend, please describe your good dream that we have to horribly assault.
Don't make it cute. It'll be bad.
Well, too bad because it's. I think by rule it has to be cute. So I think that in like a good dream, Rowan is sitting out in like I don't know. I feel like I don't know some really like beautiful setting, maybe by like a lake or in like a nice little field, somewhere like nice and grassy and scenic, and just kind of sitting there taking in the view. There's lots of like little animals darting around. Maybe some of those like little fairy dragons that Caleb and Sari saw when they went on that hike with Abix. I think if this is a good dream, I think that Janice would be there. Just kind of sitting with her, having a nice time.
What is Janice wearing? Rowan's good dream.
Clothes.
He wears normally.
And they're like holding hands, and it's very sweet. I think probably some of her other friends are there too. Probably like I think like her brother is there. Ashwin. Probably just kind of like playing some music, and they're like chatting and laughing and having a nice time. I feel like Sari and Andre and Caleb would be in this nice dream too, just kind of doing their own thing, running around, having fun.
So
Yeah, I think that's the extent of it. Yeah.
Okay, Valerian and Theo, you have watched Sari's dream kind of come to a whirlwind to her end as Sari faced her fears, and you saw it physically manifest into the ring. And now we're in the dream of the halfling Rowan, and what do you do?
Well, this will also not be the best. Just keep in mind again, not real. Definitely not real. Good job. Sorry, was it? Good job. It wasn't that hard, was it? I mean, you killed the shit out of that thing,
No big
right?
deal.
No big deal,
No,
right?
I didn't like it.
I mean,
Well, it is
I
still a
wouldn't like it
monster, so spooky.
yes, it is a monster.
Yeah.
But do not be afraid, because if you are, that makes things a lot worse.
Huh.
Actually,
Yes,
there's
Rowan.
there's one more thing that I might want to mention about this dream really quick.
Okay.
I think in addition to Ashwin, I think that Rowan's other family is dream. Rowan has a pretty big family. I'm not going to go through everyone right now. But yeah, they're also here just having a nice time.
Okay. Yeah, Valerian, Theo, you're up.
All right, Rowan, are you ready?
Can we let it go on like a little bit longer?
I guess.
You're just
I'll give
delaying
you, I'll give you like 30 seconds and then we go.
Okay.
We're kind of in a rush.
Caleb puts his hand on Rowan's shoulder and looks over at Sari and just kind of shakes Rowan's shoulder a bit as a vote of confidence. Then runs over and gives Sari a hug. I know that must.
Oh.
It's cute.
Caleb just kind of before Caleb like separates from Sari, he just goes like, "I'm proud of you, sis."
Thanks, bro.
Oh.
Now let's do the same for Rowan, yeah?
Yeah. Let's punch her fears in the face.
Let's kick
Yeah.
his ass.
Kick it. It'll probably be like
It
something.
has an ass. Doesn't
really
have an
weird.
ass.
It could be like the thing
Rowan, maybe Rowan's fear is asses.
It's just one yes.
It's just a
One
giant
big
butt.
ass. Just
Oh my
one
god.
giant-
Oh my god.
All right.
For kidding.
I didn't have
Boy.
I didn't have a stat block for giant. Maybe the monster manual. Let's see. Giants. Gibbering mouth. No giant butts, unfortunately.
Oh my god. We're
I
all
think-
12.
Darn.
I think giant butts are probably in Volo's Guide to Monsters. Anyway,
Oh my god. We've all
anyway,
devolved into 12-year-olds.
Anyway, Rowan, you see this happen. You see Sari and Calum ready them at your side. What do you do?
Have things already started to like get black and oozy?
You see Theo and Valerian just like holding their hands out, casting a spell, and there's just it's starting, but you can see that it hurts. Not like physically, but like you can imagine this being your job, being everyone's greatest dreams, and for the betterment of them, having to pull it down into something tragic is never easy.
I think I'm gonna just like very quickly kiss Dream Janice and then just like let go.
Oof, that's a big oof. He kind of like winces at that. That hurts him.
As this happens, Rowan, unlike Sari's, where the ooze was everywhere and all-encompassing in fear, there's a subtle rustling of the wind to start yours. Familiar rustling of the wind and an all too familiar shout. As you turn around, you look in the sea of your family and you spot your youngest. Would you like to describe them for me?
Yes. Rowan's youngest brother is named Alder, and he is a little halfling boy, with brown hair, freckles. He's always been very cheerful, but something happened to him. He didn't die, but something happened.
And in this dream, imitates life, I suppose. Before the tragedy, and you see, make a nature check actually, just because this is not something you'd normally see on Faerun, and this quick image of this thing's manifestation would require some knowledge. So, see what you got.
That is an 18.
It takes on before the strike. At Alder's, seeming to like pet at Alder's feet, creeping up behind him. As Alder takes a step, it takes a step. It's looming in its shadow. It's a creature you would know as Blazer Beast. They are sleek gray cats in blue-black fur. Its otherworldly origins are clear from its 6 legs and 2 tentacles sprouting from its shoulders. The closest real-world creature I could describe it like a panther, but with 6 legs and 2 tentacles coming from its shoulder, in addition to its tail. And it is following your brother, and then it jumps. And
I look away when that happens.
there isn't a scream, there isn't a shout, there's a roar. And where your brother once stood now stands a werewolf. What do you do?
Everyone else saw this too, right?
Correct.
I think I just, like, for a moment, I kind of turn back and look at Sari and Calum, and there are just, like, tears.
Sorry, Kate. Sorry.
I know. What? Who was?
I kind of just, like, I don't answer them, and I just sniff and take out my staff.
Calum looks at Sari and then just kind of goes,
Is that her boyfriend?
No, that's Janice. He's also really little. Him being her boyfriend would be real concerning.
The werewolf and wolf.
Rowan turns back around. He's my little brother, okay? Shut up!
Oh, sorry.
So I'm gonna let you guys keep your initiatives from last time because that's easier. I'm just gonna roll for your new fight. Okay. Starting the order, Rowan.
God. I think I try to just recall the fight with the hag who turned into a wolf. Like, I'm kind of just trying to remind myself of, like, how I felt then. And I think I'm actually going to do the same thing that I did then. I'm going to cast Thunderwave as my first spell.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe
that
it was...
one.
Ooh, or actually... Was it Thunderwave or was it...
It was Thunderwave. It was Thunderwave.
It was Thunderwave? Okay.
I just listened to that episode the other day. It was Thunderwave.
Okay.
I do have... the mountain and
yeah. I do have Call Lightning now, though. And that might be cooler.
Okay.
That might be cooler,
You want to
actually.
do that? Let me see if it's here. If not, I can just look it up. But
Yeah, it's still on theme. It's like the better version of Thunderwave.
call
So-
lightning. A storm cloud appears within the shape of a cylinder, 10 feet tall, 60-foot radius, centered on a point you can see. Spell fails if you can't see that point. When you cast the spell, choose a point you can see. I'm assuming it's your werewolf brother. Bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw or take 3d10 lightning damage.
Yes.
On
Okay.
each of
This is
I will say this: on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use your action to call down lightning again without wasting another spell slot.
really. Oh my god, that's so good. Yes, that.
Okay, well it rolled in at 1, so roll 3.
Okay, sick. It's still on theme. It's like Thunderwave, but more powerful. That's awesome. Okay, cool. It was 3d6.
3d10.
3d10. Ooh,
It's
okay.
just, like it's 1d10 higher than Moonbeam. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, awesome. That is a 10.
Oof, okay.
That's a 5 and a 6.
Okay. You have done a significant deal of damage to this thing in one strike. This lightning bolt just blasts down and you hear it. Immediately afterwards, I'm going to need Theo to just back up Rowan here. And you could see as Rowan's casting this, the strangeness of it being from the dream plane has started to kick in. So Theo, please make your attack action. Rowan, however, since you are casting a spell, a fairly new spell, in a plane you've never been to before, I would like you to roll a d100 for me. But Theo, please continue with your action.
Okay.
He's
There's
just
gonna
gonna
be
cast
some wild magic.
magic.
Perhaps.
That's what that normally means.
Theo,
He's gonna cast magic missile.
first level?
Second.
Oh, shit. Okay, so roll
Okay.
4d4? I think that's how that works.
I think so.
Do I roll 1d10 or 2?
2.
2? Okay. Well, because the first one was 0, and I was like, oh no.
Okay, so that's wait. I know how to add 2, 4, 8, 9, 11 damage.
Poof! Shit, that's a good magic missile. Theo,
Awesome.
do you say anything to Rowan as you're doing this?
Probably not. He's not good with emotions.
That's fair.
He'd give her like a reassuring look. Like he'd be like a thumbs up, like you're doing really good. I know it's hard,
Fair.
but like I don't want to deal with it.
Okay.
Valerin, you are following that up, but Rowan, what did you get for your D100 roll?
80. The first time I got a 0 and got 80.
80. Okay, that's a fun number. I don't know what 80 is. That's a solid number, 80. It's pretty high up there. Oh, okay. You make some illusory butterflies. They just kind of float around you for the next minute.
Okay, I just made butterflies.
Yeah, from your lightning, just butterflies.
Wait, so hold on. I'm trying to picture this. Do I make butterflies instead of lightning?
No. Like it after the spell is cast, poof. After the damage is done, the storm cloud continues to be there, but from like the top of the cone of the cylinder, out flocks this illusory swarm of butterflies that just kind of circle your head, a la like a moving flower crown.
Oh wow. I think I actually I take a moment and kind of smile at this a little bit, like, oh, this is
Valerin, what are you up to?
Seeing that that Rowan kind of, struggled, going to cast. I'm gonna attempt to cast.
Okay, that is a hypnomancer spell. Okay, so turn nightmare works like this. You cast the spell as an action with. Oh, you're in the dream plane.
Yes.
So that changes things a tad bit. Here we go. On a failure, the creature. Right, so it needs to make an intelligence save against your spell save DC.
Yes.
That is a 10.
A what?
A 10. I'm assuming that's
Okay.
not going to do anything.
Yeah, the save DC was 15.
Okay, so on a failure, the creature in question is shape change. Okay, What does it look like now, Valerian?
It looks like I'd say it looks like a bunny with a top hat.
Rowan, your werewolf combatant, in the eyes of everyone in the room, has now transformed into a very aggro bunny with a top hat.
Now you can kill the evil bunny.
I actually start laughing really hard, and then I turn to Caleb and I'm just like, "You want to help me out? We can get justice."
Rowan, everyone in combat, for the remainder of this minute while it is transformed, you will all get advantage on your attack roll because you are not scared of it. You think it's a funny bunny. Anyway,
Cool.
Sorry. Speaking of advantage, sorry, you're up next.
Okay, so it's a bunny now.
It's a big aggro bunny with the top hat, and it's ready to punch you.
You guys, we can't punch this in good conscience. It's a bunny with a top hat.
It's still a monster. It just
But it's
looks
a bunny rabbit.
Okay.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that. I'm going to have to live with the fact that every time I go out into my yard in the morning and I see that little bunny rabbit, I'm going to think, oh, hello, Mr. Rabbit. I punched a bigger version of you in the face and I made it bleed a lot. And
The
that's
rabbit is evil.
conscious.
The rabbit is evil. It will try to
Like
hurt you.
Bunnicula. Was Bunnicula evil? I never read those books.
What?
Rowan goes up to Sari.
And is like, okay, sorry, two things. One, this is a dream. I know. It hurts me to hurt a rabbit too. I love rabbits.
It's an evil rabbit.
But firstly, remember, this is a dream. It's not really a rabbit. It's just taking the form of a rabbit to make us not want to kill it. It's trying to trick us. Secondly, remember what happened the last time we were up against a giant rabbit and didn't do anything about it?
I wasn't there.
Oh. Caleb remembers.
Oh, I remember, and I'm about ready to deck this thing in the schnoz.
Yeah.
It's not my fault you guys met a bad bunny.
Yeah.
Sorry, if you do not want to attack, you can use your action to help. You can use your action to search, use an object, use a special ability, or ready an action.
She's gonna punch, but she wants to punch non-lethally. Kind of non-lethally, like still harm it, but not kill it.
I got you. The passive punch that we've seen in Founders of Reiki. Yeah, make that happen. you still roll with advantage because of Valerian's spell.
Okay.
Is this just a D&D version of that one spell from Harry Potter? Maybe. Fucking sue me, J.K. Rowling. How dare you?
Rowling will take you for everything you have.
I know she will.
Probably
It's
will,
very
yeah.
good stuff, though. I love it.
Okay, so
Isn't it in Harry? I'm gonna be a big nerd for a second. Like I'm not already. I'm playing a D&D podcast. Isn't that spell called like ridiculous or something like that?
ridiculous?
Correct.
Yeah. I like Harry Potter.
That is a 14. No, yeah, 14, 15.
That hits.
Wait, I added my initiative bonus to punch.
Oh,
No one look at me. I'm just an idiot. 18.
fuck. Yeah, that hits harder, dude.
Nice.
All right. That is plus. What's the plus damage now with my thunder ring?
Oh my god.
It's a +3.
I thought you said you didn't want to kill it.
Okay, so 3 plus.
It's just like Thor Ragnarok. Sorry, just jumps up in the air. The immigrant song starts playing.
That's a 10.
It's 10 points of damage. It's not bad.
10 points of punch damage.
10 points of punching. All right. Yeah, no, that's real good. It is the werewolf's turn. It's gonna run up to Rowan because
Wait. Hold. Is it a werewolf or a bunny?
It's a bun wolf.
well, it is a bunny, but it still retains the stats of the werewolf. It just looks, it's an illusion. It looks like a bunny to you.
Okay. I wanted to be clear because if Rowan saw this werewolf, she's scared, but if it's a bunny, she's
This giant. Rowan sees a bunny come up to it and punch it with its bunny fists. But in all reality, it is slashing you with werewolf claws.
Ooh, okay.
That's a 4 and a 14.
Okay.
Do either of those hit?
The 4 does not.
I'm certain.
The 14 does, because my armor class is 13.
Okay, so you're going to be taking. Oh my god, I get to roll damage rolls in a D&D game. You get to roll. You take 3 points of damage.
Oh, okay. It's like nothing.
You get slapped real hard by that bunny.
Damn it.
Slaps you with this little.
Rowan, you're up. I'm assuming you're gonna just call the
Dreams are
lightning again.
weird. See, like, oh, but I don't have. That doesn't cost me like an extra spell.
Nope. You just can on an action just.
Oh, sweet. So can I do that and a spell?
No.
Oh.
It won't take up a spell slot, but it will be your use a spell action.
Oh, I see. I like using different spells because it's fun, but I guess I'll just do that again.
It rolled a 14. I think that still loses to your spell DC.
Yes, my spell DC, luckily, is higher than my armor class.
Okay, so roll 3d10s. There are so many different ways you can kill it. There's so many combinations of 3 numbers that can go up to 10 that can kill this
Okay,
thing.
that's an
Do it.
8.
That's a good start.
That's a 7.
Okay.
And a 3.
7 and a 3, you said?
Yeah, 8, 7, 3.
Okay, you've brought it to -2. So what do you got? This lightning bolt kind of onto this werewolf, onto this bunny, and it just like collapses. And Rowan, this nightmare ends. That same black ooze reappears as a displacer beast. It looks at you again, just kind of like almost nods semi-approvingly, and just seems to leap out of the walls of this dream. And the bunny turns back into your brother, taking a very, very peaceful snooze in the grass.
Oh, I'm gonna hug him.
You
I
hug
think,
your
like,
brother.
I think I like first kind of like hesitantly walk up to him, and then I just like, I just hug him, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
He's just asleep. There's no response. He's just peaceful. Valerian and Theo, you guys know that there's only one dream left in this circuit, and that's Calum. What do you do?
All right. Well, everyone, this is going to be the big one. So I suggest you prepare yourselves, and Theodore, just stay strong with me, buddy.
I'm so strong. I'm
Okay. Here's how this goes. Rowan,
Mm-hmm.
remind me a little bit about Heartmender, your staff.
I always kind of pictured it as this sort of very kind of like elegant wooden staff that curls into sort of a heart shape at the top, and then there's this pretty little stone in the middle, which is where it gets its power from.
That pretty little stone has that same cosmic look that Sari's ring had for a moment, and is probably still on like the underside of Thunder Puncher. I think that's what it is. Thunder Punch.
Thunder Punch.
Yeah.
Thunder Punch. Yeah, like the underbelly of Thunder Punch has that Starry Night design.
Mhm.
Your stone now has the Starry Night look, and Heartmender is now tied to your dreams and is changed irreversibly. What happens to Heartmender? And is it still Heartmender?
Yeah, I think I'm still gonna call it that because I like that name.
Okay.
But I think it like grows a little bit. Like it was a very kind of simple staff, and now it's a bit larger and more elaborate. Like the wood that makes it up is a bit more kind of intricate and interwoven. And I think that also some like leaves and flowers are sprouting off of it now.
Okay.
It got pretty.
Yeah. And so everyone here, I will say that because I mean you're resting, you're already asleep, so it only feels right to give you all the benefit of a rest. So regain your spell slots, prep yourselves accordingly.
Regain that one key point I used.
Yeah, gain that key point. And also, sorry, let me do something really quick because, yeah, that seems right. Thunder Punch in this time, the cosmic light shines on it for a moment, and you gain back 8 charges for this fight. Rowan, meanwhile, your new and improved Heartmender, so you'll be back to 9 because you hit once, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah. Heartmender now has a few more spells under its belt.
Ooh,
You
nice.
can
Okay, wait.
cast-
Let me write this down real fast.
Okay. It now has it still keeps the 10 charges. Animal friendship, friends, locate plants and animals, and calm emotions. You can all use 2 charges to cast.
Okay.
For 3 charges, I'll send you the full chart in a minute. But highlights: you'll get counterspell, death ward, and dream. And
Okay.
depending on the amount of charges you expend, can be the level of counterspell you are doing. So
Okay, cool.
that's fun. Okay. So, everyone's set to go?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. You guys, Sari and Rowan, you have faced your nightmares. And you know next up is your friend Calum's. Do you have any words for him or for your hypnomancer friends before you enter the nightmare that was so powerful that it let the Malsum enter in the first place?
I think there's gonna be a dragon. Just behind.
Oh, gee, you think?
I kind of just like, yeah, I think I just like, see, I keep saying I put my hand on their shoulder, so I think I just kind of like take his hand in mine, and I just kind of give him like a nod, like it's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm. You're being very kind to him. All right, hypnomancers, any last words before you enter this final dream?
Valerian kind of first, he turns to Calum and he says, Calum, this one is going to be very difficult. So just know that we're all here. Not the most personable, but we're here, and everything will be fine. And then he kind of mutters to Theo, don't worry. We probably have this in the bag.
Probably? Oh my god.
Yes.
This is,
Okay.
oh gosh.
And I also give Calum a reassuring pat on the shoulder. It's kind of awkward, but he's trying.
At least there's that.
You guys walk in together into Calum's dream, and because his was the catalyst, you don't see the good dream. You open in the castle towers, and Calum is standing there in a fighting position as encircling the tower, roaring with ferocity and an intensity that you have never felt before. You have seen monsters before, but this is different. You see the thing that has given Calum bad dreams, bad everything, really. The catalyst for Calum's suffering. Before you is the Shadow Dragon. What do you do?
Shit.
And there's a brief moment now where its purple inlit eyes seem to glow that same black ooze for a moment, then coat red. And, oh, fancy that. Dragons can speak common. The dragon speaks. and
No, of course it does.
and it just looks to all of you and just goes, "This was what has happened. Who are you?"
We're here to fuck up your shit. Mic drop.
That's
There's just silence after that. There's just silence.
I give him a little pat. Good job.
The creature, the shadow dragon glares at this and just looks at you and goes, "I have destroyed what makes you turn."
Sorry, what did he say?
We have the power of friendship.
And magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, magic.
It looks over at you again and just kind of roars a bit, and it kind of locks eyes with Valerian and says, "You're an intelligent."
I would say so. Debatable.
The dragon kind of like its giant wings seem to not flap but coalesce in front of Valerian, its face rearing up uncomfortably close.
Don't.
It just like then it like looks at you, tilts its head and speaks, rearing back, saying, "You know there's more to the story."
How much do you know?
I am but a byproduct,
A byproduct of what?
I think.
Well,
Is that racist?
slightly. Well, there is only one ending to this story. That you die, and
Yeah.
I learned some things, and I just want to say I'm not afraid of you.
Fear makes conversations so difficult.
I would agree with that.
I am not the shadow dragon that this prince fought ages ago, but its form does suit me, don't you think? It
You are
seems
one fucked up man.
it feels right. Meant to be. I feel like I'm in my proper form. It looks up at Valerian and just goes, but you'd know all about that, wouldn't you? You've seen the machinations that have caused my existence, and you have done nothing to stop them. I did not ask for existence, Tiefling.
You have brought this upon yourself.
I feed the way animals feed. I was created as nothing more than a monster. And yet you feel morally just in my destruction. I am nothing more than a beast that you hunt down.
Then why can't you not disrupt billions of people? Why do you go through the effort of purposely making people feel misery when you could easily just not do that? Maybe be a vegetarian for once. It's not that hard.
That's the first step to becoming not evil. Vegetarianism.
Quote that somewhere. But the dragon just kind of hisses and goes, the reason being, I don't have a choice. I'm created with a purpose and I serve it. Now if you were to stop my creation, perhaps instead of doing these clerical visits to different parts of the world and sending postcards back to that corrupted landscape, then maybe you could get to the root of the problem.
What exactly is your purpose? Who are you?
I am the Malsum. I serve.
The Malsum serves someone.
I am born to serve, and I die at their altar.
Who are you serving?
It tilts its head, Rowan, and one of its claws just kind of touch at your chest and goes, oh, I think you know well.
I really don't. Who are you serving?
It looks at you and just goes, how easily the people remember the things they wish to forget, and how easily they forget the things they ought to remember. And its eyes change color once again, the black ooze coating over it an irreversible red.
At this, I have the realization of, like, oh my god, this is connected, you know? And I take a step back, and I think I turn to Valerian and Theo, and I'm like, this is so much more than we think it is. We need to wake him up right now.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to let you do that. This conversation is far too interesting, and while horrifying you in brutalist and egregious ways is amusing, turning myself into a massive body parts or making myself the creature you fear most. That is, don't get me wrong, it brings a smile to this worn face, but this is interesting. Why forcibly enter the mind when I can just converse? I don't think I'm going to let you. I've never had such interesting toys before, and I'm not that willing to give them up. This has been a very fun game, Valerian, but it's about time we cut to the chase, don't you agree?
Depends on what the chase is, then.
Simple. I, in a few moments, will play my role. The role I was born, the one I was created to serve. I'll be the dragon, the Kalim's moon. I will fight, and I will die at the altar of fear, for that is my purpose. But before this ritual carries its, I know you have questions. I know you have concerns and theories, and I can answer them. Not out of some sick, but because the last thing I want is to wake that dream.
I want to know, what is Caleb doing? What has Caleb been doing this time? How is he reacting?
He knew the dragon could talk, but he turns to you and goes, that's not his voice. This isn't right. That's not your voice. And he goes, no, I am not your dragon, Caleb. Your dragon was slain. I am but a reflection. I serve. Your new dragon is awakening, Prince, and I am but a precursor. So slay me now, end my regeneration, and perhaps you'll finally be able to get the one closure. And the dragon floats away a bit and extends a hand, and standing next to Caleb is a sun elf sorceress with fiery blonde hair.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
No.
And Caleb looks for a moment and turns to the others and goes, this isn't real, this isn't real, this isn't real, this isn't real. The dragon just kind of grins a bit and moves its claws again. And like a marionette, Anna gives him a hug.
Caleb?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
The dragon, as Caleb goes in to hug her, opens its claw and she discorporates into that same shadowy subterfuge that rejoins its body. And it turns back to Caleb and says, I know more than you. Your subconscious is overflowing with material. This is just the closest to the truth. I could have been anything, really. A zombified version of your lost love. I could have turned everyone in your castle into horrible monsters like I did your gnomish friend. And you could see it actually air quotes around gnomish. And it says, but this is right. This is how it always has been, and how it always will be. A prince, a dragon, and a war. And nothing is going to change that, no matter how far you run. Roll initiative.
Oh god.
Whoa, that's pretty wacky, guys.
I got sucked in.
B.
Okay.
I'm just gonna clap it up for that fucking amazing shit. Okay.
Monologue.
That was amazing.
Oh my god.
21.
No.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 13.
Okay.
5 for me.
Okay.
That is, hold on, that is...
Okay. Top of the round. Sorry. This
Sorry.
dragon is just standing, like, now it has its claws in the terrace, so it is within melee range, basically. That's all.
Okay. Sari has heard Caleb talk about, like, the scary dragon from his past. And so basically, in the best big sister way she can, wants to destroy this thing.
Okay.
She wants to obliterate it. Because it hurt her brother.
Oh.
She's not going to let anything stand.
Brian Cat emoji.
That is a natural 20 plus 10. 30.
Oh, yeah!
Natural
Okay.
20 plus 10. Yeah, 30.
The dice
Hell
are
yeah!
The
Okay.
dice are in my favor.
That definitely does that. Roll your damage and get 2 charges out of a crit.
All right.
You are now up to 11, I believe. 3 more and you can do that Big B's hand thing.
Okay. 5. 12 damage.
Okay.
And she's going to use a key point and expend Flurry of Blows.
Okay, so the first one was 12. I'm gonna need a calculator for this.
Wait, do I have to roll the hit again? For a nat 20?
Yes, each flurry of blows is a separate attack roll.
Okay, I meant for like the first attack I did.
Oh, no. I just meant like I just need a calculator to calculate all the damage. How much was that first attack, by the way?
12.
Okay, no. You don't need it to change anything. I just needed
Okay, cool.
I just needed to keep mental track, and writing it all down would not have done that.
Okay, so that's a 23 and a 28.
Both of those hit, yeah. You are now up to 12 charges, I believe. No, 13. One more and you can Big B. Anyway.
Okay. Oh man. That is 8 damage
Mm-hmm.
and 10 damage. So 18, and then she's also going to use 8 to do lightning bolt.
Okay. This thing needs to make a dexterity saving throw, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it is a dragon. So that dex is gonna be 16.
All right.
Does that break your? It would be your dex plus 8 plus your proficiency.
Yep.
Dex plus proficiency plus 8. It would be the way you
Uh,
calculate a regular spell, but with spells instead.
I can't find my proficiency bonus.
It's 3 for your level.
Okay, never mind. I found it. So 4 plus 3 plus what?
8.
8.
That is not sufficient. It rolled a 16. That would be a 15.
Bummer.
So it is going to take half damage from this lightning bolt, which is... Sorry, give me a moment. Sorry.
Isn't it 8d6?
It is. Yes, so roll 8d6 and half the damage.
Hang on, just gotta get out.
While that happens, Rowan, you can go while Sorry preps for the sake of time. Oh, sorry, Valerian is 16, so Valerian would be up next. What do you do, Valerian?
Okay.
And speaking is a free action, so don't worry about that.
Sweet. Just for a little bit of flavor, usually Valerian is quite composed when he kind of goes against the Malsum, but this time there's a little bit of struggle, subtle, but you can see it in the eyes, and his hand kind of shakes as he sort of takes it up because he's sort of realizing sort of the consequences of his actions, and also thinking really hard. So he's going to attempt to cast. Let's just go for the big one. He's going to attempt to cast sleep paralysis.
Okay, that's
Ooh.
another Hypnomancer spell. That's a level 3 Hypnomancer spell. Sorry, tell me your damage when you calculate it.
It's 21, but I don't know how to divide that by 2.
Give me
That's a 3. That's a 3 divisible thing.
Yeah, that is a 3 divisible thing. Oh, math, you horrible, horrible thing. So it's 21 divided by 2, you said?
Yep.
Okay, that's 10.5. We're going to lean on 11. So it's going to be 11 points of damage.
Woohoo!
That's not bad. Not bad. Valerian. Sleep paralysis, 3rd level hypnomancy. When you cast this spell against a creature you can see within 120 feet, it needs to make an intelligence saving throw. So let me see how that handles. That is a 10, so that's not happening. On a failure, the creature is paralyzed and takes 2d10 psychic damage. However, because you're in the dream plane, roll 2d12.
Yeah, babe. Glad
And
that.
on each of its turns, it needs to make a intelligence save to break out of this magical paralysis.
Okay, so the first roll was a 12.
Fuck, okay.
And the second one was a 6. So that's 18. 18 points
Damn.
of damage.
Damn, okay.
I think you mean damage.
Here's what you do. This, you cast this, very strange sigil to everyone around them. And as it happens, this astral light creeps up the dragon. And you can see it, look at itself, writhe a little bit, look at you, and just go, oh, you are very desperate to get this done. As it is locked into position.
Nice.
He just the dragon still, mouth agape, manages to get out before it locks its own jaw. Just, why are you fighting so hard, Valerian? Scared of what happens if you stay.
Shut up!
Rowan, you're up.
Okay. Oh, intense. Okay. I'm gonna
Rowan
do.
said that out loud.
Yes, I think she did. Yeah, I mean, like Valerian, I think she's also thinking really hard about everything that she's just heard this thing say. Yeah, just trying to piece it together, but can't quite seem to. And I want to know what Death Ward does.
If you put Death Ward on a person with, I believe Death Ward is, how many charges? I wrote it down. Death Ward would be 4 of your 10 charges with Heartmender. And
Okay.
when you put it on someone, if they would be brought to 0 hit points, they would stay at 1.
They were to be.
So
It's so you save somebody with it?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
It's not like Spare the Dying where you have to do it after the fact. If you lob a Death Ward on someone, that just stays. So if they are brought down to 0 hit points during the fight, they would stay at 1.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it's more of a precautionary measure than a reactionary thing like Spare the Dying.
Yes. Okay, that is a good spell, but I think I'm gonna use that later.
Yeah, no, that's valid. You have 10 charges of Heartmender.
Yeah. Okay. I have. See, I don't have a lot of like hurdy spells still.
You're a nice,
Pretty
peaceful
spells.
druid.
I know. Yeah, all my spells are like nice things. I need more spells that can hurt people.
Says the
Okay,
pacifist.
I'll do Moonbeam again. Rowan's
That's a
not
con
really a
save?
Rowan has gotten past that. He's not really a pacifist anymore.
True.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Does a 13? No, 13 wouldn't break your AC. I mean, 13 wouldn't break your spell attack modifier, so its saving throw was a 13, but I think that's insufficient.
Nope.
Okay, roll your 2d10 damage.
Sweet.
Okay, so for those unaware about what Paralyzed does, a paralyzed creature is incapacitated, see the condition, cannot move or speak. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if you are within 5 feet.
Oh shit. That's
Ooh.
awesome. Okay.
Paralysis is pretty fucking great, yeah.
It is.
I love it.
Okay. That's 4 and a 7. So
That's 11 points of damage.
11. Yeah, 11.
That's some pretty good damage. Okay. That is Rowan's turn. Theo, you're up next.
Cool. So, first, he's very much confused as to everything that the dragon has been saying, especially to Valerian, because obviously he's still new on the job and doesn't really know the ins and outs of everything yet. So he would definitely be concerned about everything that the dragon's been saying. But he's just gonna hit it with, I guess, first level magic missile.
Okay, do it.
Not too crazy. Which is just, what is it, 1 or 2d4? 6 damage, I think?
6 damage, you said? Okay. That happens. And we're gonna cut to the dragon's turn. It's gonna make an intelligence save to break out. That is a your intelligence. It's 18. So you just see this like the astral light shatter around it as if it was a cage or netting, and it's now like free from its confinements. And as it looks closer to everyone, it just it kind of breathes in a little bit, and just you see it raise its hand, and unlike creatures you'd imagine, it looks at Valerian and just goes, "You are a fool for thinking your tricks are unknown to me. I have been hunted by many such as you." And as it like focuses, you see this dragon is casting a spell.
Oh.
And it is going to cast it is going to cast Fireball.
Oh god! Fuck!
Boy.
Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Why is it always fireball?
Why did I put my lowest static dexterity? No!
Oh, that's a 20. Awesome.
It's a nat 1, but I have +7.
Oof.
15 for Theo.
Okay.
Sorry,
God.
I'm just a dexterous person. I'm so upset at you.
Alright, well, that's a 7. A big old 7.
Oh my god.
Anyone under 15, you will be
Say
taking 20 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Shit. Oh my
And,
god.
People with above a 15, you will be taking 10.
Oh
I
my
was
god.
at
Okay.
It's a
where
good
do I
answer.
fall?
Needs it beats, so you only take 10.
Cool. Great. Excited.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
And as it does this, it looks to you and just says, like, "I've learned your tricks after being hunted and mutilated by your kind."
So wait, that was 20 points of damage, yeah?
Yeah?
Okay, I'm at 13. I'm still alive, but ouch.
Oh my gosh.
Like, the
Oh my
fire,
God.
it flings its hand back and the fire dissipates. And it, Yeah, here's how this happens. The fireball falls from the air, almost meteorite-like, hits the tower of the castle, and the upper part of the tower, even though it causes no damage, this is a dream, crumbles in on itself, and the debris falls all around you. But if any were to actually hit you, it would just vanish into thin air.
It's
But
more
the
just
towers-
like it's more like thematic, like it's
Yeah.
more. It doesn't really do
cause
any.
damage. Right,
Like,
but
Yeah, it's
as
more
in,
just
like-
this is what happened in real life.
yeah, it flies up using its 80 feet of flight speed. Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
And then lowers itself onto the cracked remains of the ceiling of this tower, and now it is like crawling above on the tiny remnants, its head lowered into the tower itself, as it just kind of looks at all of you and just says, I think conversation is better when you're up close and personal. Okay, so Rowan,
Why is he so spooky?
Valerian,
Oh.
okay,
See, like Rowan
Caleb,
hates this, but Shay thinks this is so cool.
Caleb is going to take an additional 15 points of damage from a bite. So that's 25 points of damage taken to the boy prince. Rowan
Oh,
does
wait, no. Did Caleb? Oh my God! Did Caleb take 25 points of damage?
he took 10.
Oh, okay.
Rowan, does an 11 break your AC?
No, it does not.
It swings in for a bite, and you dodge it just narrowly. Valerian does a 0 to 5. It's fine. So it swings at you again, but like as you jump out the way, it closes its own jaws, looks at you, and goes, "Major flinch."
Oh.
And Caleb's turn. He is going to see what's happening. He's going to hate what's happening. He's going to cast a 3rd level ice knife. That's absolutely going to hit. I believe that's 10. So that's 6 points of damage. Then dex save on the dragon passes. All right, so Caleb does 6 points of damage. Okay. Back to the top of the round. Sorry.
Okay, this guy is really creepy. Does anyone else think this is... Can we kill him now? Caleb?
Caleb nods. But sorry. At this moment, yeah, this seems right. That astral energy from the dragon coats around all of you, and the dragon looks at you all and just, what? What is happening? This is not supposed to... You guys are now lucid dreaming.
Oh,
Taking control.
So here's how what's going to happen. Sorry, you can do your action as normal, but as a bonus action, and this bonus action can come before your action if there's something specific you want to use during your action. You can ask for something, and depending on how high of an intelligence check you roll will depend on how much I would allow you to have of it. So obviously, a +1 to your attacks, probably a low roll. The raging, flaming, poisoning sort of doom high. You get the idea?
yes. Yeah. Can I ask for a person?
Who is this person?
I'm just setting parameters for myself, kind of.
Okay, it would be like a dream version of the person, but yeah, like an illusory double.
All right. Can I summon Cooper, my pseudo dragon, but as a big dragon to fight this bad dragon?
Roll an intelligence check. Everything is possible. Just depends on the dice.
Intelligence. She's not that smart. Good thing I rolled. 14?
Cooper is a copper dragon, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that happens. From the sky, Cooper, once a pseudo dragon, now a full-grown adult copper dragon,
Oh,
just
My
sails
boy.
in, and
Yes.
it is going to just
Beautiful boy.
breathe acid onto this thing. So I'm
Rowan is cheering.
going to fail that. It is going to take 54 points of damage. Cooper!
Oh, what a good boy!
My very good boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cooper is such a good boy.
this is so intense. I'm literally shaking.
The dragon takes this acid damage, looks up at Cooper, and just like looks at you, sorry, and just goes, oh.
Not sorry.
Yeah,
It grins a
I
little
give her a
bit
high
at you.
five.
Because, sorry, are you cool with that being your action? That was 54 points.
Yeah,
I'm
please.
cool with that
That's
being
amazing.
my action.
Okay, Theo, you're up next. No, sorry. That's the wrong side. Valerian, you are up next.
Okay. I'm not.
Are you gonna attack as normal, or are you gonna do that thing? Sorry.
For now, because I need to think on it, I'm just cast. I'm a cast. Chromatic orb.
Okay.
At second level.
Do that. While you do, for time's sake, Rowan, are you gonna wish for something, or are you gonna attack? And just tell me your damage and your hit to hit.
Okay. See, like, I feel like Rowan would want them to just like wake up, but she knows that they need to defeat this thing. So, I think what she's going to do is, this is a cool image to me, is she's going to wild shape into, like, we've talked about her wild shaping into like a big dog before.
Yeah.
She was like a mastiff.
Yes, that's correct.
And since this is like lucid dreaming and you can do everything, can she be like a huge dog, like a almost dragon-sized dog?
Roll intelligence while you do that. Valerian, what are you doing?
That would be. I'm trying.
There aren't very big dog stat blocks, so give me a
Sorry.
moment. No, it's
Sorry.
fine. It's very fine.
Sorry.
There's no giant dog stat.
There's like a mastiff, not very dragon-like level.
It's true.
Just double the stats.
That's fair. Okay, actually, I know how I'll do this. Rowan, you do become a giant dog. Wait, what was your intelligence though? Was that before? Before I just gave
17
it to
plus
you?
2. So,
Yeah.
18, 19. Yeah, 19.
Rowan, you wished for a big dog. Like, you were thinking, let's be reasonable here. Big dog feels right, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But with your, like, above average and, like, intelligence roll and your thoughts of defending your friends and helping win this fight, you feel yourself turn into a dog but get bigger and beyond the scale of what you had asked for because I don't know, because I feel like it. And you become a T-Rex.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Oh my god. I'm a T-Rex.
You're a T-Rex. You can make your 2 attacks with a T-Rex.
Oh my god.
You
This
can
is
make
awesome.
You're going to make a bite and a tail attack. And you will both have plus 10 to hit on each of those times. Back to Valerian. Valerian, what was your damage?
It was 26 points of. I guess I'll go with fire damage.
Okay, you've hit them with this ball of fire, and he just like looks back at you and just goes like, "Fine, you may kill me here, but make me this promise: you will stop my recreation. You know who's behind this. The name is on the tip of your tongue." And then he gets attacked by a fucking T-Rex.
Yeah. Okay. That's 2d10, you said?
It's plus 10 to both of your attack rolls. Roll 2d20s to hit.
Oh my god. Okay. Holy shit. Okay.
So yeah, a T-Rex has whatever you roll plus 10 as their,
Oh my god. Okay, so
as their hit
that's
bonus.
the first one's a 25.
That's going to be a 35. So that's a
Holy
hit.
fuck.
And
And
you
the
are going,
second-
and it's going to take 33 piercing damage.
Holy shit.
Alright.
And I need to make a strength save. It's going to succeed. So roll again for your tail.
Okay, that was a 26.
That's going to be a 36, and you're going to hit it for 20 points of damage on top. So, Rowan, you just turn into this big pink T-Rex. You just jump at this dragon, and you just bite at its throat. And when you finally feel like you're done, you let up. It floats up in the air, and you just whack it with your tail, sending it sprawling. And as it just crashes, breaking more of this illusory tower, it lands right at Theo's feet. Theo, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think as I do that, can I still talk as a T-Rex, or can I just roar?
Oh, it's a dream. It's
Okay,
a dream.
Why not?
yeah, then I let out an awesome Jurassic Park T-Rex roar, and then I just say, "Leave Caleb alone!"
Okay. Theo, what are you up to?
Okay. So he's just gonna freaking cast Fireball on it.
Oh, and everybody else too.
Heck not.
You're not gonna do your dreaming thing? Not feeling it? That's fine.
Oh no.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Roll your fireball, dude. It's gonna make a dex save. That's a 16.
That passes. So
Okay, so only take halves. Meanwhile, I'm gonna think up what Caleb is gonna make his intelligence check. Oh, the sweet boy. Oh, he only rolled a 7. I can't give him too much.
He's scared.
He's
Oh.
very scared.
16.
But I think I know what a 7 will give him. It's not going to be too much damage-wise, but it's going to be... I think it'll be enough, considering you people have been lobbing like over 100 points. How much health does this thing have? It's in the single digits. What the hell is wrong with you people?
Okay.
Woo!
So
We're good at our jobs.
16 points of damage for Theo's fireball.
Okay, yeah, that would be enough to destroy it. This dragon starts to evaporate, and the last remaining remnants of it start losing draconic shape and start turning into that ooze ball you saw before, that black eye that was covered the first time you saw it, now finally parts, revealing a red blobless eye, and it just looks at itself and just goes, no, I suppose this has been the truth all along. And it is a long, slender, black oozed body with tentacles coming from the top like a displacer beast, 2 arms like the dragons, and 1 big eye. Small, but terrifying. And Caleb sees it, and Theo, you have whacked it so hard. On your first time in the job, you have rended it from its like nightmarish abilities, now only a shell of what it used to be. And Caleb turns his staff to this remnant as his stereotypical ice magic begins to form. His dream magic seems to appear, and the dragon manipulated him with the memory of his friend. Caleb is going to kill the dragon with the memory of his friend. So the two sages, the female sage standing at his side, the two put their staves on top, like overlapping, and fire and ice magic comes out in a cylindrical cone, blasting this thing. And you all wake up.
Oh.
So now that y'all are awake, before we head off, you have a minute, I guess, before we call it. Caleb wakes up, tears in his eyes, gives you all a hug. What do you guys do? You have a minute tops before Valerian and Theo. You gotta pack your bags and head to your next assignment.
I think for a long time I just kind of like am. There's probably like a group hug going on right now.
Correct.
You know.
Definitely.
So I think I'm kind of just like holding everybody and crying for a while. And then I think I finally like pull away and I'm like, we conquered our fears. Kind of. I mean, they weren't the real thing, but still, what do we do now?
Keep on living.
Yeah, well, that woman did a little bit of a number on me psychologically. I have some new things I need to investigate, and I need to
I agree.
my personal biases.
What was all that about, even?
Is there anything you can help us? Is there anything we can do to help, Valerian? You helped us all a good deal. What can we do?
I do not think that all is right in Xylem. I am let's say experienced in the politics of lower Xylems, and everything that the Malsum was talking about, kind of proving my theories. I do not trust Malvern. He's a person of power down in Xylem, and I feel like he is up to something. And so if you guys could figure anything out about that would probably do a lot of good, because this is weighing on my conscience a little bit, and I still have a job to do.
What happens in the castle stays in the castle. Caleb kind of adds, but then turns to Rowan and Sari and just goes, I told you about what happened when we went for the red orb, yeah? When, with that drow that Andre hates, Jalaxel. A lot of things are pointing to Xylem right now. I kind of feeling like we need to take a trip there sometime soon.
Yeah.
But for right now, let's part ways. Valerian, we'll keep in touch. But I think we've all deserved a good night's sleep. And that's where we're going to call it tonight.